After all of our pieces have dried, we have made 6 petals, our style, and our stamens. We're ready to attach in order to make our Casablanca lily. I start with one of my stamens, and I'm going to attach 6 pieces all the way around. And when I attach them, I'll attach them with floral tape. And floral tape is the sticky tape. However, if you feel it, right now it's not very sticky. In order to use floral tape, I need to stretch it, and that will activate it in order to make it sticky. And I'm going to attach my pieces around one at a time. So when I do that, I hold and make a tiny piece on one side, and I hold the length of the floral tape in my other hand. I'm going to fold over this little tab and squish the tape together. Floral tape really just sticks to itself and not to anything else. So I want to really squish it together in order to start it. Then I can start to spin the wires and squish the tape, and I'm going to add each one of my pieces around one at a time, and I have 6 total. So I have 2 on there, and I'm going to add the third, and as I move around, I just keep adding pieces in between. I create almost like a circular effect all the way around my center stamen. Once I have them all attached, I can start to pull them apart and to make them into a nice round circle as they go around. Then I'm ready to attach my petals. My petals go on almost in the same way. I take my pieces and I'm going to push wire to wire and wrap the floral tape all the way around. I create 2 layers worth of petals, and you'll notice that I'm wrapping in the exact same spot. I haven't moved my floral tape down the wire just yet. I'm continuing to wrap around the exact same spot. I wrap 3 petals all the way around, and once I have the 3 petals around, they should be almost in a triangle shape, so I may need to make a few little adjustments, but I want to make sure that they look somewhat like a triangle. And then I can go ahead and attach the next layer. The next layer of petals go in between. I like to just fit the wires in between, and oops, sometimes I have a petal that breaks, so I always am sure to make sure that there are extra petals on hand so that when I do break one, I can just keep going and add the next one in. Here's my 5th petal, and then I'm ready to add my last one. I can tuck that in, and once I have all of my petals on, I'm going to wrap my floral tape all the way down the length of the wire. I kind of think about it wrapping around like a barber's pole all the way down to the end to finish it off. This will allow something that's nice and smooth in order to go into when I'm ready to put it onto my cake. Now, to finish it off and make it super realistic looking, I want to add a tiny bit of petal dust. Petal dust has the consistency of ground up chalk. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my paintbrush and tap off some of the extra. I can always add more petal dust later. I can't always take it off. So I want to make sure that we go a little bit at a time and not too much. And all that I'm doing is just painting a tiny little piece down the center, a tiny little line right over that center line that we created when we made the petals, just starting at the base and coming out. And I'll also add a little teeny tiny bit to my stamen just on the tip, and again I want to make sure that it has this kind of almost pollen like look just a little bit in the middle. And this is how I create and assemble my Casablanca lily.